as I hit the record button, so I just say welcome to everybody. This is PLC II. It's, what is today? April 30th. It's Thursday. It's 2 p.m. This is the last of these sessions that we have for this semester, and then beyond summer classes, and I'm assuming many of you are taking those summer classes, and again, hopefully, when we see each other again, like face-to-face, it'll actually legitimately be face-to-face in the fall. I look very much forward to that. So last of these, and what we're going to do today is just do a quick wrap-up of stuff that you guys need to have done for this course, just to make sure that in the next week and a half that you can kind of get that done, and if you have any questions when we're done, you ask, and I'll always be available, you know, throughout. So I'll leave you my contact information too. So if you've got questions about anything that you need to have in. So let me I'll just share the screen here, and we'll just kind of go through the stuff that everybody's kind of on the hook for. Because I got an email, and that email actually talked about confusion about what's due and what's not, and that's my fault, because I thought I was on the same page with folks, and sometimes when I think that, I'm obviously not. So I want to make sure that we're on the same page with what you actually have to have done. What I had said was that if you came to the class sessions and participated in like the discussions, there would be no additional write-ups or anything like that. So if you've been here for the class sessions, and for instance, for the hot topics and stuff like that, no need to do any write-ups for that. But there are certain things that everybody in this class is kind of on the hook for, just because it's the competency that we've set up, and we have to prove that we've had you guys accomplish those competencies. So when we turn in our data, we get all that counted. So, so there are certain things that should be on the hook for, and it's anything that's analyzing instruction. Okay, so analyzing instruction for personal response and clear model expectations, that's in online week 2. The online week 3 analyzing instruction at 4 and on 5. So weeks 2 through 5, there's an analyzing instruction activity, and it's all based on Antonetti's cube, and in particular that front part, which is collect these 8 qualities of engagement. And so if you haven't done all of those, the template for all of them is located in week 2. And I should have done this differently. If God forbid we do this class online again next semester, let's cross our fingers and hope that's not true, I will change this up, because I realize this was also probably confusing too. But you go back to the week 2 module, and this graphic organizer that's here will be the same graphic organizer that you use for all of those different sessions, week 2, 3, 4, and 5. And also the videos that are here, you can use your own videos if you want to, find videos on YouTube or whatever, but there are 3 videos that are here that you can use. One is a high school example, one's a middle school example, and one's an elementary example. So just make sure that you look at those videos, and then you look for those particular engaging qualities. So for instance, in week 2, once again, it was you're analyzing for personal response and then clear model expectations. If we go back and look at week 3, you're going to use the same videos and the same template, but in week 3, you would look for learning with others and sense of audience. Week 4, emotional and intellectual safety and choice, and on and on. So those are the things that you're on the hook for. That's because of the competencies for this course. Everybody in every PLC that I know of is on the hook for those things. And so those are the things that you would need to have turned in. This next week, let me think here, finals week is next week, and then I have to have grades turned in by May 11th at 10 a.m. I think is or else they chop my fingers off. So essentially the cutoff for all of these, if you want to turn them in, is May 10th. Okay, I'll take anything that you can give to me up to May 10th. That gives you basically like a week and a half, and you can knock the stuff out, I think, in a week and a half without much problem. So I need to apologize, because I thought I was clear with that, and I've gotten not several, but enough emails to let me know that I wasn't clear. So I apologize for that. That's my fault, and I apologize. So we'll extend all that stuff out to May 10th. And if you have any questions at the end of this class, I'll make sure you have my contact info, so you can just text me. And if there's any other things that you need, I can make that happen for you. So then the final thing that you would be on the hook for And again, it's related to the competencies that we have set up for this class. So one more time, let me share my screen. In online week 6, there's this thing called summative assessment. And when we see the word summative assessment, it kind of freaks us out. This is not that big of a deal because it's a self-reflection. Now, I've opened that, and so let me share the actual document with you. I believe that you filled one of these out already at the beginning of the course. And of course, really what this is predicated on is if we were actually meeting face-to-face and how you would grow and develop in your relationships and how you got along and how you interacted with people face-to-face in your professional learning community groups. Obviously, that's not what has happened over the last 5 or 6 weeks. So what I would say to this is do the best that you can. If you turn this in, you will get credit for it, okay? The only thing that I would say is if you feel like you've moved into a sustaining portion of this, which would be like the uppermost level of working with your group and working in teams and things like that, if you put yourself in that sustaining level, I'd kind of like to know why, because this isn't really a sustaining time in my opinion. So if you choose to put yourself in there, just give me a little info about why. Other than that, that's the only instruction I would give. I participate in various collaborative learning opportunities, developed a rapport, built trusting, supportive, caring relationships. Some of that obviously is going to be affected by how we've had to run this class. But nonetheless, because these are competencies for us and for you, I'm going to have you go ahead and do that and turn it in. It won't take you that long to do. And if you do it, I promise you'll get the credit for it, okay? So that's the last thing that you're on the hook for. And then remember also the qualities of engagement. And other than that, that's it. Those are the things that you need to turn in as far as this class is concerned. To re-up on the idea, this is a full semester course, and so your COVID grade does take effect. Whatever your COVID grade was, you can only go down 1 letter grade, I think. So if you end up not turning this stuff in, it's not gonna hurt you that much, depending on what your grade was. But if you want to make sure that you get the A in the course, just make sure this stuff gets turned in. And like I said, up to May 10th is, I'm good with that. Okay. Okay. Questions about any of that stuff? No. Okay. Well, what the other PLCs are doing, I think, is giving you time during the course time to actually complete that and upload it. And that's what I'm planning on doing too. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording here.